From US spending cuts to Germany's spending cuts. Well, Germany has seen some economically hard times and the government in Berlin needs to cut spending to avoid going further into debt. Development aid to foreign nations will be on the chopping block. Lars Holte is with Deutsche Welle and joins me from Berlin now on the story. Hi, Lars. What are you hearing from the government? How is development aid changing in Germany?
Yes, hello, good to be with you. Indeed, like you said, the German government has made deep cuts everywhere. And with regards to development aid, the budget is down 8% next year to just now over 10 billion euros. Now, a cut of 8%, of course, could be painful, but that is not the point here. As a matter of fact, Berlin seeks closer cooperation with the Global South and not to divest from the area. So Development Minister Rem Alabali just introduced her plan for a quote, strong partnerships for a successful global economy. Now, she made it clear right off the bat that cutting down on economic support for the Global South is not a goal at all, especially in times when other major players like the United States under Trump have in fact turned away from supporting projects, or at a time when some other powerful players like China have strategically moved into, let's say, Africa, but also other markets, of course, with multi-million-dollar projects. Now, the German government is still saying they want to be a big player in the Global South, albeit with new strategies.
Okay, so talking of these strategies, what are they supposed to look like?
Well, essentially, the big idea is to include the corporate world into any developmental aid at a much earlier stage of planning. For example, the business community, including some, of course, of the big global players in Germany, will be part of setting the agenda, will be part of deciding on which developing economies will be the main focus for cooperation with Germany, with India, of course, being a big one there, but also some African nations, including Ghana. Now, the government also wants to make sure that more companies here will get orders and jobs out of these partnerships, that they invest their own money as well. The idea is to strengthen supply chains, to have more value creation in India or in countries in Africa, and to be a partner rivaling the position that China has these days. Beijing, of course, has long invested in infrastructure in some of these countries, has made financing available, not necessarily in the long-term interest of some of these countries there, whereas Germany, of course, doesn't have the same level of business there at this point, often despite spending billions in the past.
Okay, and what does the German business community feel about this development aid? How are they expecting to benefit?
Yeah, by looking at the Global South as a real market as well. Let's have a look here at a project by Bayer, for example. That's a German industrial giant working in pharmaceuticals as well as agricultural goods. They have a major project right now in Africa, in this case in Zambia, where they're investing over 30 million in the development of high-quality hybrid seeds that could help grow corn there for 30 million people per year. And on background, we heard that Bayer says African farmers don't need sympathy or pity. They need functioning systems. And other companies are seeing that too. So the focus for the government in Berlin is now on not just supporting projects, but establishing real commercial partnerships. That is helping companies too, of course.
Okay. We leave it here. Thank you very much. Lars Holte there, reporting from DW Berlin.